Okay, step 4. Step 4 is a very important stage for me personally because step 4 represents the real goal of the sales rep. Now, sales rep again is the person who's responsible for the customer relationship. They're the person who identified the opportunity, hopefully back here in step 1 moving into step 2. They're the person who built the buying vision. And so for the sales rep, step 4 is like the culmination of their sales efforts. This is like the goal. To get here well is a really good thing to do, because you're getting to the stage where the customer decision maker and the seller agree to go forward with a preliminary solution, which basically means you've sold it, right? I mean, what else have you got to do? Well, you have got to do a lot. You've got to do proof of concept and build a fully functioning solution. But to all intents and purposes, step 4 is where the sales reps start getting a very, very good, strong feeling that the customer is serious in their intention to buy goods and services from you. So for sales reps, closing is a matter of step 4. The customer, though, is in a situation where they need to evaluate their different options. And they have an organizational requirement to evaluate different options. You know, it's getting so that it's very, well, it's not rare, but it's getting a lot more uncommon that customers can simply make a buying decision with no rational justification for it. And rational justification very often comes in the terms of different offers or proposals on the table. So even in a situation where you have the relationship, it's a good, strong relationship, you've had it for a couple of years, you've been speaking to the right people, even in this situation, the customer is sometimes required to go onto the market and get 2 or 3 other proposals, other offers for the same kind of solution area. Yeah, it's their job to evaluate options. Yeah, when you buy a car, you look at the other cars that are in that particular price frame or segment of what you need for it. You look at the options. You at least make yourself aware of what is there. Yeah, so this principle of articulating capabilities and qualifying the opportunity is very important. Now, within our process, what we're going to do in step 4 is we're going to use a model called the total solution landscape that we've already used back here in step 1 to understand the customer's IT environment. So we're going to reuse this same model now to create a draft concept which focuses on the IT needs and the business needs, and which means we're going to create this idea that we're bridging from business people to IT people, we're bridging from business solution to IT solution, and we're creating a strong draft proposal that keeps both of these things in mind. In my opinion, this is absolutely the most critical skill that a salesperson in the IT environment should have. Yeah, the ability to bridge from their products and services to customers' business needs, and to make this process transparent and visible for the customer, so that the customer can say, this is what we're buying and this is why we're buying it. This is the business reason that we have for buying this stuff. So that's what we do within step 4. But we also put together a plan, and the plan is the implementation plan. We call it the engagement plan, and the word engagement is important because it really underlines the fact that our customer is now engaging with us in a serious context. Yeah. One of our requirements as a sale organization is to qualify the opportunity. And that means we need a certain sense of commitment from the customer that shows us and demonstrates that this customer is serious about doing this. Yeah? So there are different ways that we can approach this, and there are different ways that we can get this commitment. The engagement plan is one of them, and a very strong way of showing ourselves, our organizations, of also showing the customer the seriousness behind this opportunity and what needs to happen next. Yeah? We are always conscious that in the world of technology-oriented solutions, the amount of projects that do not achieve their budget expectation, resource usage requirements and time is very, very high. A lot of projects do not go as planned. And this whole process begins now. Yeah? And so we become preemptive about ensuring the quality of the project already in the sales stage. Basically, we put together a plan that tests the client's commitment to the idea. We show the client what they need to invest in terms of maybe money at this stage, but resource and meetings and who needs to be engaged and who needs to do what. We show them the complexity of what we need to do and the amount of work that we need to do on their behalf. We show which people are going to be involved, and we start getting commitment from people in terms of who needs to be in which room at which time to speak about what subject. Yeah, all of these things are forms, are ways and means of gaining commitment. Through this commitment, we gain a lot of quality over the sales process. Through this, we gain a lot of control, and at the same time, we give up control. Yeah, if you imagine that from step 1 until step 3, we have been pushing this sales process. It's been a push, but from step 4 onwards, we want the customer to start pulling us towards final project success and making sure that everything goes well with the project. Okay, so that's step 4.